الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. There are different narrations regarding this meaning, but the meaning of the hadith and the topic is that not to inconvenience somebody, kafful adha. If you can't benefit anybody, so benefiting somebody is a good deed. But even refraining from harming somebody is also a good deed. Kafful adha al-muslim, I got here. Al-muslimu man salima al-muslimuna min lisanihi wa yadihi. The real believer is the one from whose hands and whose feet and tongue and actions and verbs and words people are safe. So under this, Mufti Mahmud Ashraf Usmani, rahmatullahi alayhi, he's mentioning the story of his grandfather. So his grandfather is Mufti Shafi Sahib, rahmatullah. His uncle is Mufti Taqi Usmani, rahmatullah, Mufti Rafi Sahib, rahmatullahi alayhi. And his grandfather is Mufti Shafi Sahib, rahmatullahi alayhi. So Mufti Shafi Sahib, rahmatullahi alayhi, passed away at about in 1396. About 50 years ago, roughly, about 50 years ago, 49 years ago, Islamically. So he became sick in the month of Ramadan. Yes? He became sick in the month of Ramadan. And during the month of Ramadan, after the month of Ramadan, obviously they were living, Mufti Shafi Sahib used to live in Karachi, Darul Karachi, they founded. He used to live in, I think, Lahore. Him and his father used to live in Lahore, I think, or some other city. So they sent a letter saying, come, grandfather's not well, father's not well, come over. And during that conversation, when he came, and then I think he passed away on 11th of Shawwal, so almost 2 weeks after, 1.5 weeks after Ramadan. So he mentioned to his grandson, he said that in the month of Ramadan, to pass away is very blessed. The main thing is your own amal will go with you. If you have good amal, that will be the reward for you. But obviously, you take good omens, dying in the haram, dying in Makkah Mukarramah, being buried in Medina Munawwara, blessed nights in sajda. But in the end of the day, you ask that Allah, you're happy with me when you pass away, when I die. It doesn't matter how you die. These are all these signs. It doesn't mean that if you don't pass away in sajda, you're not beloved of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can pass away in your sleep. You can pass away in a car accident. You can pass away anyhow. The main thing is you have وَأَنْتَ أَنَّا رَاضٍ, that you're happy with when you pass away. Nonetheless, passing away for Ramadan is also barakah. Yes, because you do tawbah, istighfar every day, and there's barakah, there's khair. But he said, his grandson, I made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah, don't take me Ramadan. So he was really old, and he knew that it's probably my last. You can get the sense of it that this is my last. But he made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah, please don't take me Ramadan. Yes? And the reason for this, he said, is that I didn't want, if I die in Ramadan, what's going to happen? Everybody's going to have problems. Traveling to the janazah in Ramadan, then the whole day, the a'mal, the ma'mula will go down, the ma'mula will be here and there, then hot in the heat, the janazah, the burial, the tadfeen, everybody's thing will go, I didn't want to die in Ramadan. So even though for me personally, it's an sharaf that he died in Ramadan, he died in 27th night, he died in sajda, he died in this. I made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah take me after Ramadan, everybody settled down and everything, then nobody's Ramzan is disturbed because of me. You understand? Now this thing, how deep their thinking is. You understand? Again, wherever Allah muqaddar will this and that, but this is how they use his dua. This dua, I don't want to die in Ramadan, shows how deep they used to think in this aspect, that try our utmost to make sure we are not a burden on anybody. And because instead of difficulty and hardship, we cause comfort and ease. Somebody sees us, they become happy. We do things that make people happy. We are means of comfort and ease. I mean, we're not there, people miss us. Not that we are a burden, something, people say, oh, this guy's going to cause us a headache again. Everything. And again, this is, the closer somebody is to you, the more rights they have. Yes, Imam Bukhari, rahmatullah alayhi, he, in the Kitab al-Nikah, he mentions the bab is something about the rights of the wife. I don't remember the exact bab, the bab about the rights of the wife, or being good to the wife. And under that, he brings a hadith about the neighbor. So if the Prophet ﷺ emphasizes the rights of the neighbor so much, who lives next door? Where does the wife live? The same house. So her rights are even more. So people who you live with more, your parents, your children, your wife, people you travel with, people you interact with at school, people in madrasa, your neighbors, all of these people, don't do anything to inconvenience them. Yes, where you park, where you put your bins. It is endless list of things to go on to. But we should make sure our utmost that we try to make sure that nobody is inconvenienced by us. And instead, you put your neighbor's bin in, you have to put the recycling bag up for them. It's just like small examples. The endless list of things. Send them food when you're cooking, whenever they're sick, they need help. And this is also a part of our religion. Our religion, yes, the main fundamentals are the 5 pillars of Islam, Iman, then Salah, Zakah, Hajj, Saum, all of these are essential. But it's not just to these things, all of these things make up our religion. So if you have this narrow mindset that only this and that's it, then that's not right. Just make sure that we do our best to make sure we are good people and nobody's inconvenienced by us.